going, everyone? Liam Catterson here, and today we're on episode 8 of season 5 for Orphan Black, which is called Guillotines Decide. So, I'm still enthusiastic after the last episode. Like, Rachel, I've called it a redemption, I guess. Like, redemption. No, she can still be a bit cold-hearted, don't get me wrong. She's not going to, like, decide to be like, you know what? I have been stubborn all of my life, so you know what? I'm going to change just like that. No, but she's got some kind of, like, progression. Like, she's doing good now. Like, she's turned away from Neolution and their bullshit, and she suddenly realized, she helped out Sarah, she helped Kira get out, so, she didn't suffer the same kind of fate that, molded her, so it was a really, really awesome episode, of course, to see, that spotlight on Rachel, of course. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see Neolution's next step forward. So yeah, with that said, let's just delve into episode number 8 of season 5 of Orphan Black. Looking forward. Let's go. Oh, no, hell no, this is grim. I didn't sign up for this shit. Who is it? Wait, was that Ferdinand? Just slid it. Yes, it is.
Or chicken.
Hello, North American scum. We've had a shit mountain and cheese. Welcome back.
Hey,
I'm glad I'm seeing him again. And Adele's back.
Did you forget? Tonight's my big coming out party.
Your art opening.
An art opening?
Oh.
Do you think that's a good idea right now?
No. Yes.
He's having an art opening. Awesome.
Idea.
It's about time.
Really
His art is beautiful.
What? Why can't I come?
Just like him.
When did the Mark die? 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no, Gracie, you're bullshitting.
How did you find me again?
Well, you told me about Sister Irina, how she fed you when the other nuns locked you up, and how she came to the New World after they cut out her tongue.
We have one shot at this, and if it's gonna work, Sarah can't know who we got with to get here.
What about after?
After you go to the opening like nothing happened, and I will send you instructions there. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Sarah's gonna like that. She's gonna know, and I don't think Sarah's gonna like this.
I so love being in the middle of
Oh, yeah, she's definitely not gonna like this.
Neolution want to sell curated, commercialized evolution to the 1% who can afford it. So they can live forever, grow up bloody
Oh
tails they
boy,
want
oh
to.
boy.
The rest of us, Cody's
This reminded me of
department,
Olivia.
targeted for sterilization. How's that sitting with you these days?
Season 3's returned, because we had that concern.
My granddaughter. I'm willing to take a gamble on nature over nurture.
Just having that faith.
I love you.
I didn't love you back. I think it's the fact that, he sided with Cody.
Is she lying?
He's got a hunch. Oh. She doesn't know what to do.
May I present to you Metis, goddess of wisdom.
Oh
and
my
of deep
goodness.
thought.
Those artists are gonna be... Yeah.
But with this, we can build a dynasty.
It's that power.
Wealth. Anything we want.
That immortality of power rather than, Hey.
Who's your daddy?
Oh no. Oh no. Talk about freedom with Rachel and Ferdinand, freedom with Delphine and Cosima.
Wonderful. Yeah, you are one of our best guys.
Best.
Along with Donnie and Scott and Art.
Well, that's exquisite
And
company, isn't it?
Paul.
Yeah, I think so. Sold.
Lovely, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
I think we have to go.
love it.
With Ferdinand.
What?
I spilled some beans.
Yep.
She's in league with him.
Gulp, gulp.
I think her and Delphine are cutting a deal with Rachel.
Shit. That's terrible. That's brutal, and you're not going to like this either. But Donnie, Curtis! Athena! Goddess of war.
Oh my god, Felix!
Hang on, or I'll kill you.
Okay, this is not nice. This is not good. I am not liking where things are going. We're in business. Oh. I didn't like that scene. Man. Oh man. Oh no. Art. Oh man. Don't start, Art. Don't start.
Clean floor, dirty heart.
Grace, it's me.
Oh shit!
Call me back.
Please.
Oh!
Martin's sick. He said you could help him.
They will trace it.
Ah, yes. Because she did say she lying, so there's that room for concern.
Gentlemen, ladies of the
I'm
board.
not going to take Mark's word for it.
Rachel has a bit of a headache, I'm afraid.
She plucked out her own eye.
Well, you seem to be missing some teeth. Empty seats?
Suicides.
Oh, God, yes. That must be like Neolution Black Friday.
Wow!
Titans of industry.
Oh! Rachel! Oh, shit!
He won't be coming back.
You're doing the right
Oh! Entrusted with Mrs. S.
The
Interesting.
only one who ever really loved me.
Oh, shit. Oh, that was... That was swift.
Sorry about that, old chap.
Rest assured.
Well, you're not if you shot her, but...
Don't hurt.
How...
It's okay.
Oh my god.
You're forgiven.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god, you bitch! I always hate her. I've always hated her.
We've got everything we need. Proof of decades of illegal human experiments, and if Cody's sterilization plan, we're ready to expose them.
Serious.
Let's go. Let's do this.
It's done.
We've got the key.
This is it.
I mean, it's understandable to react like that, but
Loaded.
she's not stupid. There we go. We did good, peeps. We did good. Oh, wow.
Because she carried 2 little London urchins on her wings to Canada. Watching her raise my sister,
Oh, wow. This is...
watching my sister raise her own daughter, finding my biological sister. It's quite
She's
mad.
done everything. Oh, man. I
It's
love
taught me that
this.
We are all a galaxy of women. Thank you for the nurture.
Oh, Felix.
So proud of you.
I love you. Thank you.
Beautiful display.
Forever, you heartless.
Get his... Oh, oh, shit. Oh, no. No, oh, shit. I thought he was going to kill her, like MK.
I'd like to come round for tea and ask you for my hand, isn't that right?
Colin?
And he,
Hello?
is he wearing a tweed jacket and a bow tie? He's cool.
Piercing
Colin
questions
is
about some
cool.
of my muses?
Oh, well, you better settle accounts there before you come round to me, then.
Well, I think we can work something out. Yes, I'm sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to raise your hell with the Wizard of the Year?
Happy for Felix.
Stash your weapon, you should keep it close to you.
Oh, shit. Oh,
And that's just a little twist.
Oh, No! No, 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 no!
Was us?
Oh, shit! Shit!
Left ventricle won't take long.
No! You bastard!
Siobhan.
You bastard!
Correct. Oh,
Please!
not on your life.
You bastard! Yes! Yes! Eat shit, you bastard! Eat shit, you piece of...
I'm 14% more likely to survive a gunshot wound than you. Maybe not this one, but... Okay, it's been a good run.
Says no!
Chickens.
Shit! Oh my god. Wow. Thank God though that Thank God though that thank God that Ferdinand got fucking shot as well. Because I was absolutely done with his shit. I was absolutely done with his shit. I needed a bloody minute there. That was heartbreaking. How she went out. That was absolutely heartbreaking, especially when she reached to her children before she did pass. You know, the sad thing is, I had a bad feeling about this, and I think Mrs. S did too, because Rachel did come to her. She chose to, you know, have Mrs. S help her out, rather than listening to Ferdinand's advice, of course. Ferdinand wanted that power. He wanted, you know, an eternal reign of power, whereas Rachel knew this would not last as well as, you know, Ferdinand's goal. It would mean the end of Neolution, and that's what she wanted. As well as the fact that, you know, Ferdinand is pulling her chain again, which we discovered in the last episode is how her life is being dictated, and this wouldn't change anything. So she did what was best for her, which was to bring down the illusion. And I mean, it's tragic to know that it did have consequences. It was good to see Rachel finally take a stand and middle finger anyone who tried to dictate her life, like Ferdinand tried to do. So yeah, it was just tragic. But thank God that bastard died, because I could not take it if he survived, because of the fact that, you know, he's killed MK. I thought he was going to kill Rachel, to be fair, because this is the thing, though, like, with Rachel screwing him over, and it's also funny, considering he was anti-Neolutionist, and, you know, he wanted to see Neolution suffer. I guess, you know, him bribing Neolution rather than seeing an end to them is still toying with them, is still, you know, because he likes that domination, he likes that power. So I'm guessing, you know, rather than, you know, have no more fun, he would be able to have some fun if Neolution still survived, but, you know, he had control rather than see them end. So yeah, I was thinking, you know, it's so funny for a guy like Ferdinand. I would be so for them to end, but as I was saying, because of Rachel screwing over Ferdinand and taking her option, I thought that was it for her. Because this is the thing, it's a worse case than MK, him going overboard. He was sexually frustrated as well. Like, he was not satisfied with what Rachel was, in this new light was doing. So with everything going on as well, that, kind of, this is what I'm saying though. His anti-Neolutionist thing, got screwed over, and now Neolution are down the shitter because of, Cosima and Delphine, which, like I said, which was really, really beautiful. I feel like there's that relief as well, so it was, really, really, it was a really, really powerful scene, especially with, like how Delphine confronted her, she cried, but, yeah, like I said, it was a more it's more worse. So I thought Rachel was done for when he choked her. So yeah. But I'm glad he's dead. There's a fly. Get lost. I'm so glad that he's dead because I could not take it if he survived that. I mean, MK, Mrs. S, there would be there's no redemption for him anyways, but even if doing the unthinkable, even if he was begging, because like I said, there's that dominance factor from Ferdinand. Even if he begged, like, Sarah for forgiveness or whatever like that. Nada. But now that won't need to be the case, because thank God that Mrs. S shot him in the most deserving way possible. Because his bullet wounds was more grim than, Mrs. S. Mrs. S was shot in, like, the heart, whereas he was shot in the throat. So thank God he got a more bloodier end than Mrs. S, but it's still heartbreaking all the same, because this is the thing though, Mrs. S, kind of anticipated this, I'm sure, with, the whole fact that, Rachel sought to her, and she was like, well, I know that Ferdinand's going to be high on my tail. That's why she wrote, I'm sure we're going to read what that note has to say in the next episode. I'm not going to be prepared for the next episode because I don't want to see Sarah break down and, when Titania just, cries, it's heartbreaking. So I am not prepared for the next episode, like I wasn't prepared for the ending. I was low-key prepared when, the deal went through, when Mrs. S, was, when Rachel gave that phone call, actually, I think that was like oh shit, no, this is not going to go down well. But that note was not really, that note and the rose scene, that was not really the, most comforting scene. It made me fear, and it amplified, especially when Rachel said goodbye. So, yeah, it's not really, really comforting, but it still, caught me off guard, because I was hoping that, she would at least shoot first. I was hoping that she wouldn't get, shot at all, but yeah, that was powerful. Powerful stuff. But yeah, it was a really, really interesting episode. Like I said, though, I don't blame Sarah for reacting the way she did, especially given the fact that she's trusting this whole, she's forming this alliance with the person who killed her sister. So I don't really blame her for going with this. Then again, it all goes back to Sarah's mindset, where she just rushes in without thinking things through. But like I said, this is not like, Kendall, where, she just completely jumped to 90 without, taking things cautiously, I guess. Like, she completely overshot that estimation. It's not like that, like I said, with the person killing your sister, it's crazy to imagine this partnership. But then again, you gotta also think, enemy of my enemy, and this was the case with Neolution. Although, with what Ferdinand's done, and, how crazed he is, and how batshit crazy, well, like I said, how batshit crazy he can get, I'm not even sure if you can, put enemy of my enemy to context, because I don't know if I should say, I was going to say he's, on the levels of Neolution, but Neolution, as we know, they plan to give their, their Neolution thing to, what was it, the 1% who can afford it, and I think the rest could, suffer with that, with Cody's with Cody's thing from the Caster project, which is very, very concerning once again, considering we tried so hard to prevent this in season 3. But, like I said, I can't really blame Sarah for reacting that way because, I mean, I can understand to a degree. Like I said, she might want to think things through, but she doesn't know how things would go down. And now that, Mrs. S is dead, I think there's going to be that consideration that, she shouldn't have formed this alliance or something like that. Because she is a very cautious person. I say cautious, like, she is worried about how things will go down, and that's why she, is so objective against, Mrs. She was, you even saw how worried she was that this, everyone was like, oh, let's chill and that, and Sarah was like, no, I'm still on this. She's very cautious about how she goes things, but then she just rushes as well, so, yeah, I mean, you do feel for Sarah in a bit, should I say, and it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what she has to say, about Ferdinand. About the fact that Mrs. S made, this kind of alliance, but of course, Ferdinand did scupper that up when he, was thinking more about himself, of course, and, not taking Rachel's advice, which was the best thing for everyone. Just get their record, publish it, done and dusted. He was more thinking about power, that dominance. So yeah. It was also great seeing, Gracie as well. Mark, put a bullet in your mother, please. That's what I'm wanting. That's what I'm absolutely wanting right now. Yeah, so Gracie's story with Helena. I had a feeling that, there was going to, when, Gracie was on the phone to Mark, that there was going to be, some kind of, oh shit, this is not going to go down well for Helena. But she was protecting, her as well, saying, oh, I don't know, she's not here, so. I'm still in shock with Mrs. S's death, though, it's fucked me up. Yeah, like I was saying, though, Gracie, she did a noble thing. I had a feeling, though, that going back in the last episode, she's going to protect Helena at some point. I thought she was going to, make a, run for it, which was going to happen, of course, in this episode, but Neolution got to them first. But that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, Gracie's going to warn Helena and they're going to make it out, because Mark's gone with Cody, and yeah. So, at least that came to fruition. Well, yeah. We all know how that went down. That bitch, though, I hate her. I hate her. Art's partner. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. So, yeah, we still got the remnants of Neolution, despite their, shit being published online. She's still out there, and I have a feeling that Sarah Sarah's gonna have to rescue Helena now, considering, Neolution have their hands on her. So it's not all good. Like I said, Cody's still out there. The majority of Neolution has been, punched in the, has taken a huge, huge hit. But there's, like I said, there's still factors out there. Cody's still out there, especially with Mark, how she has her hands gripped on Mark. That bitch who killed Gracie's still out there. There's still factors out there. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just a really, really emotional episode, and it's good all of a sudden. It was really, really emotional, and I just can't believe Mrs. S is gone. I thought oh no, it's not the wind. I don't know. I thought it was getting windy all of a sudden. It's just garbage men. As I was saying though, the clone display, the art display was, really, really beautiful as well. And I just love, Felix taking Ali's idea into consideration with the whole clone, scenario thing. That was really, really great stuff as well. Especially Colin as well, seeing him return as well. That was really good. And he was wearing a tweed jacket and a bow tie. I'm sure it was. Doctor Who much? 11th Doctor? Maybe he's a fan. But yeah, it was just really, really great overall. I just, you know, loved that episode so well. I loved how it went, but it was really, really tragic. And like I said, things are going to be very, very interesting the next episode. Sarah's reaction, a few Neos still out there, Cody especially, and Helena's been captured, so yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in the next episode. But I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my Media Feeds channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!